Tremendous cute, tremendous cute, tremendous cute.
Who's your favorite pitmaster's favorite pitmaster?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Tremendous Q fans? It's your boy here, Wade Morris, owner of Pitmaster Tremendous Q, and today we're going to be knocking out a disposable grill cook. All right. Now, typically, I've seen these things as tinfoil. All right, you check it, you can see tinfoil grills in your local grocery store. Now, this I actually saw at Ace Hardware, and the thing that caught my eyes as I was walking in, the grill itself was taken out of the packaging and put together. It was completely assembled, and I noticed that it was 100% biodegradable, which I thought was really cool. Now, I'm not the most earth conscious guy in the world, all right, but I burnt like half of Mother Nature with all the cooking that I do, so I figured the least I could do was buy a biodegradable grill. All right, so I thought that was pretty cool. So with this, we're going to be cooking up a couple of brats and there's some sausage links at the end, and then at the end of the video I'll let you guys know how I like it. Okay, now I had to do a really quick cook, and that's the reason that I actually used this grill, because I was assembling another grill that you guys are going to see in the next video, and I will leave you one hint. All I'm going to say is Oklahoma Joe. Leave it there. I'm going to leave that right there, right there. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can see what that video is on the next one here in a couple of weeks. All right, so with that, let's head into the cook video, talk about how we like it at the end, and then we'll wrap this thing up with whether or not I will buy one more. All right.
All right, so here's the deal with this grill. See what I did there? That was totally unintentional, but I'm gonna stick with it. All right, so yeah, here's the deal with this grill. It is CasusGrill, all right, Casus, C-A-S-U-S, CasusGrill, and this thing is eco-friendly and biodegradable, all right? And like I said, what caught my eye is that it was not made out of metal, not made out of tin foil. I'm not super eco-friendly. I'm not, all earth conscious, save the trees. In fact, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm pretty sure I've burned about half of Mother Nature with all the cooking that I do, but I thought this was a really cool concept, and I definitely thought that it was worth giving it a shot. At the very minimum, making a YouTube video out of it, all right? Always looking for more content. So let's go ahead and get this thing assembled, and as we're assembling it, you'll notice that it took me a couple of tries. So if you're one of those types that basically throws away the directions right out the gate, I definitely do not recommend that, all right? I absolutely needed the directions because some of the, with the cardboard, with the inlays going into each other, I got those wrong, as you'll see a little bit later in the video. So I definitely recommend using the directions, but assembly in all probably took me about 5 to 7 minutes, and that was because it was my first time. So the next time I do this, it absolutely is not going to take that long because I know what I'm doing, obviously, okay? So while we're setting this thing up, I want to talk a little bit about why or when I think individuals may or may not use biodegradable or disposable grills. Let's use disposable because not all disposable grills are biodegradable. So when could you use a disposable grill? So we live in Florida, and you never know when you might go to the beach. So keeping one of these things in the car is safe because you actually need fire in order for it to get lit. It's not self-lighting, okay? So if you don't want to keep it in the car, probably still keep it with your food, or maybe in the garage. And it's a really good grill to have if you are going to go to the beach and you want to take a couple of hot dogs or take a couple of brats or burgers. You could throw these things right on top of this grill and probably be ready to cook inside of 10 to 15 minutes, okay? If it's your first time using one of these, I anticipate that most folks that use these are not going to use them on a regular basis. So if it's your first time using one of these, then you're probably ready to go inside of 10 to 15 minutes. Other good uses, if you're going to concerts or you're going to festivals all day and there's not going to be a ton of food, you can pack some meats and then pop this grill out and you'll be ready to go inside of 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so you notice that it took me a little bit of a while to get the grill grates on this thing, and that's because, well, like I said, I didn't really follow the instructions or pay too close attention to the instructions like I probably should have. And as you notice, I initially put the sides or the legs of the grates inside, and they are supposed to go outside. So after I light the match, I'm going to actually take the grill cover or the grill off, and what I want you to notice is look at the lava stones, and you'll notice that the ash on top of those actually starts to go away when the camera speeds up, when the filming speeds up, and you'll see right there in the middle, that's the heat spreading from one lava stone all the way out through the other. So that's a kind of a good way to gauge whether or not all the coals are lit. All right. After about 4 to 5 minutes, we are ready to cook. So the packaging did say ready in 5 minutes. And I'm going to say that is from the time that you light the coals, not from the time that you pull this thing out of the packaging and are getting and set it up and assemble it to get ready to cook. All right. So now with our grill grate, we're going to get that thing back on there. I put my hand over the lava stones. You can see my hand was pretty close. This thing is not incredibly hot. Definitely too hot to touch, but it's not so hot that you couldn't hold your hand over it for a couple of inches. Or maybe, you know, kids were to be out here grilling on this thing and, you know, if they don't have a lot of experience with hot things because they're younger, 4, 5, or 6, this would be a pretty interesting grill for them to practice on without having to worry about them getting too burned, okay? So now with all the brats on, we're going to let these things cook for a little bit. Zoom in so you guys can get a nice close-up of the grill and the smoke and the juiciness and all the goodness that goes into grilling, except we're doing it with a disposable grill. Now I'm going to shut up for a couple of seconds and I want you guys to hear this thing, all right? Because what's grilling if you don't have good sound? All right, that was awesome, right? So as these brats, I flipped the rest of the brats over and these things finish up cooking. I want to talk a little bit from the packaging, all right? Because I think they got some pretty good information on here. So here we go. This grill uses nature's own building blocks brought together in the simplest possible design. CasusGrill is made from cardboard lines with lava stone that both retains heat and reduces the risk of burns. All right, this grill is made, or the grill rack is made from bamboo. Some of the basically bulletized points that they brought up were it boasts grilling time of approximately 60 minutes. There's no iron or aluminum, which takes up to 200 years to decompose. It's made from all natural materials, including charcoal, lava stone, bamboo, and cardboard. All materials are biodegradable except the lava stone, but those are natural as well, okay? Added that in. It can be disposed of in a bonfire and leaves, in all caps, no trash. It evenly distributes high heat and it's ideal for great barbecue food, as you can see from the video. And it's got thermal installation, which reduces the outside temperature of the grill and reduces CO2 emissions because of the use of less charcoal. All right. It is also the winner of the Danish Design Award 2017 category Feel Good. Signed, sincerely yours, Suzanne and Karsten. All right. So with the brats done, I actually had a little bit extra cooking time, so I decided to throw on some of the sausages that I used for my first Sunday event. All right. And again, they boast about 60 minutes of cook time. I didn't exactly time it, but I'm pretty sure we got close to that. I know we definitely did not get above it. All right. So here are my overall thoughts of the grill. Basically, the assembly was pretty complicated. It is not your typical tinfoil grill, okay? There's a little bit of work involved, and you definitely don't want to throw away the instructions. But once it's assembled, this thing is legit. I absolutely love it. It's lit, I think is what the kids are saying these days. Very, very, very impressed with the heat. Very, very impressed with the even cooking, all right? Because that's very important. You don't want one side of the grill hotter than the other. Would I buy one of these things again? Absolutely. And as a matter of fact, the next day I went out and bought 3 more of these things just so I could have them on deck. All right. I'm probably not going to do another video unless we go out to the beach, and I just want to show you guys what they look like or how it cooks from the beach and how convenient it is. But all in all, very impressed with this grill. Okay. So if you've seen or used one of these grills before, be sure to leave a comment in the section below and let me know what your thoughts are, all right? I'll be sure to tag their Instagram and their website as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video here on Tremendous Q's Cooking Channel.